안녕하세요, 물고기 친구들. Welcome back. So today we are going to learn about how to make a question using these numbers, right? So like how many are there or how old are you? Those kind of questions related to the numbers, we actually say a bit differently. So we need to learn this one, okay? We actually learned about what is before, right? What in Korean was 무엇, 뭐예요, right? So 뭐예요? But when it comes to the number, when you're asking related to number, it changes completely. So let's go through it. In this video, you have to remember one thing, which is 몇. 몇. That's right. 몇 is the blank number that we don't know yet. So we don't really like switch things around. We don't really say like how old are you or how many things are there. It's just too much, right? How many cups do you have? That's so long. In Korean, it's extremely simple. So to make a question in Korean is basically put 몇 instead of the number. Do you remember in Korean, making a question is simply just put a question mark in the end and raise your voice in the end, right? So for example, if you want to say, how old are you? You have to consider, I am something years old first, and then we can change it. I'm going to show you. I am something years old. 저는 something something 살이에요. If you want to say I am 20 years old, how do we say? Yes, 저는 20살이에요. 저는 20살이에요. Very good. So, we are asking a question to somebody. So, I'm talking to you. We don't need to say you all the time, but I mean, original term is 당신은. We usually skip it, right? So, 당신은, let's just put it for now. We are practicing. So, 당신은, we skip it. And then the number, right? We don't know yet because that's the number we need to find out. So, let's put it as blank, okay? Blank, years old. 살이에요. And it's a question, so we raise in the end. 살이에요? All right, so we learned the 몇 before, right? 몇 is the blank number here. So instead of a blank number, we just put 몇 instead. So 몇 살이에요? And then the t is a strong sound, t. So when it meets at sound, 살, it becomes 몇 살이에요? 당신은 skips, okay? So how old are you in Korean will be 몇 살이에요? 몇 살이에요? There's a cultural things about asking age. It's okay to ask age. It can be rude, yes, it is, but it's normal to get to know the person you are talking to, right? Especially in Korean, we have to figure it out if you want to use 존댓말 forever or drop it down sometimes, right? If we have the same age or younger, like, why not? Let's be friends, you know? You can drop it once you know the age. So if you want to know the person's age, it's okay to ask in Korean culture. That's totally okay. However, it can be rude, so just be careful. I mean, asking age, yeah, it still can be a bit, oh, are you asking that, right? But still, it's not that bad to ask age. It's okay. Korean. You can apply to any other different counters as well. So, for example, how many apples are there? Yep, there are 6, okay? So, let's actually make a sentence. There are 6 apples. 사과 6개 있어요. 사과 6개 있어요. Alright, now let's make a question in English. How many apples are there? In Korean will be? Yep. Very simple. Just erase the number. And we don't know the number yet. Put 몇 instead. So, 사과 몇 개 있어요? 사과 몇 개 있어요? Not bad, right? And what about this? How many animals in the zoo? We just need to know how to say in the zoo, right? Zoo. Zoo in Korean is 동물원 because 동물 is the animal, right? We learned it last lesson. 원 is the kind of a location, place in Chinese. 동물원. 동물원에 동물이 몇 마리 있어요? 동물원에 동물이 몇 마리 있어요? Not bad, right? How many trees are there? 나무 몇 그루 있어요? 나무 몇 그루 있어요? 공원에 나무 몇 그루 있어요? 식탁 is table, right? 식탁에 컵이 몇 개 있어요? Very simple. You can just make random sentences, right? Korean. 좋아요. So keep practice, alright? If you do have any questions, please put a comment below and I'm happy to help you. So please feel free. Alright? Well done, guys, and see you next video. 안녕히 계세요.